Well, flooding in British Columbia continues to take a toll on ag in that region. Among the many challenges facing impacted residents are hurdles to the transportation system. Host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney, joins us now with the very latest. Shaun, now you chatted with CN Rail yesterday on Real Ag Radio. What's the latest on their repairs?
Hey, Tammy, great to be with you here this morning. So, of course, this is a very, very fluid situation. We had a conversation with David Shednovic, Assistant VP for Grain at CN Rail, as you mentioned, and he said, I think you have to start by looking at this as an unprecedented and exceptionally challenging event. To put it in perspective, this area has seen a month's worth of rainfall in like 2 days. And they're calling it an atmospheric river. There's actually a third atmospheric river on the way here that has rail traffic shut down again. The extent of trying to repair all this is very, very significant. In some cases, it's about filling these large washouts. And for those large washouts, Shednovic says that filling with soil won't do the job. You need to use extensive amounts of riprap, which is essentially boulders and rock that are used to stabilize and protect against things like water erosion and scouring. The engineering hoops and dynamics here are absolutely hard to imagine. They're not easy, trying to get all this done in a short time period as possible. Because remember, we're in the Canadian Rockies. Winter is coming. It is. We're not talking about in April here. We're in December already. And of course, not just rail, but also roads being wiped out as well. The Coquihalla, major highway in that region, is facing significant needs of repairs.
Gosh, you can see how this is just paralyzing. So when do you think the rail traffic will be back to normal?
Shednovic's talked about how, honestly, the honest answer is we don't really know. It depends how much more rain happens to fall. But he assured our audience yesterday that CN and CP, our two national railways, are working, collaborating, trying to get rail traffic restored as quickly as possible. These are our two major railways that compete on a daily basis, and it's great to see them collaborating, trying to get traffic restored as quickly as possible. Shednovic said that, Shaun, we're talking about our Canadian economy here. Canada is very, very reliant on exports, and getting those goods from the interior of the country out to the Port of Vancouver is a part of that, but also using the Port of Vancouver to get goods into the country as well. That is also backstopped. So there is a lot of sidings that are full of rail cars. One of the things to consider here is that there's not a lot of grain to haul due to the drought that happened in Western Canada. But all the same, we need this rail traffic restored as quickly as possible.
Certainly. Now, of course, Mother Nature is going to have her way when she wants to, but do you think the damage to the roads and rail could have been prevented?
Well, there are some people talking about that we need more resiliency in our transportation system. Shednovic and I talked about that. Well, one of the factors here is look at the terrain. We're going through the Rocky Mountains, so for a lot of the viewers here on RFD TV and Rural Radio 147, think about the Rocky Mountains in Colorado and how easy it is to put track through that, or through parts of the PNW. You don't have a lot of options, and when we talk about you can't just drill a tunnel based on some of the environmental considerations and activism that is out there now. So some of this track was laid 100 years ago. Right? And so this is an exceptional event. We have never seen it before. So to sort of suggest that somehow this was a lack of planning, it just seems kind of a little bit unfair and unwarranted, in my opinion.
Right, yeah. All right, that is host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney. We appreciate your time and information today. You can catch Shaun on his show, Real Ag Radio, which airs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Rural Radio, Channel 147 on Sirius XM. And we'll visit with him again tomorrow on Market Day Report.